So a lot of you guys don't know, but I used to work as a security guard and I learned a lot of shit at that job. And one of the things that I learned is there comes a moment where you have to ask yourself, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? Now, I learned this because a man that I worked with, a coworker, his name was Michael, and he was going through a really bad divorce. And he said he had like a lot of money hidden from his wife, which he regret doing that, you know, because that's what led to the separation or whatever. But he was like, I want all that shit. I want all the money. I want all of this. He was being greedy. You know what I'm saying? He felt like if she wanted a divorce, I'm going to take it to hell. We going to go to hell. You know what I'm saying? And he was going hard and he was going so hard and he want this and he want that. And he said his father stopped him and he said, son, this is the mother of your kids. Whether y'all are together or not, this is the mother of your kids. Now, let me ask you something. I understand that you feel like this is yours and you own this and you deserve this and she don't need this. But ask yourself, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? And that shit stuck with me. Like his daddy ate that shit the fuck up, because there's so many moments where you're gonna have arguments with people, or there's so many moments where you're not gonna agree with certain shit and you have to do certain shit that you're not fucking with. But it's like, do you want to be happy or do you want to be right? You get me? Now say you're in like a debatable type of conversation and it's like, okay, say I have a issue with my man, right? And I feel like something that he did was rude or disrespectful. You get me? Say I get my point across. He say how he feel. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm understanding his point and that wasn't his intention or whatever. But despite if that's his intention or whatever, I still felt how I felt and he apologized. But I'm like, you apologize, okay, cool, but you still feel that way. You just apologized because I want an apology. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on that, right? And his thing is like, but I apologize. I'm apologizing because I hurt your feelings, but I still feel the same way. But I'm stuck on the fact that you still feel the same way. You get me? Because why do you feel the same way? You got to sit there and ask yourself, fam, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? Like, why aren't you happy that he apologized? Like, he don't have to feel the same exact way, think the same thing, agree to every single thing you do. Like, do you want to be happy or do you want to be right? Like, there comes a lot of moments where you're not going to agree with a lot of shit. But ask yourself, is it that deep? Is it that serious? Do I have to argue today? Do I have to disagree today? Do I have to give this person a hard time? Do I have to feed this situation that is negative? Do I, like, really sit there and ask yourself, do I want to be happy or do I want to be right? And it's a lot of times like wanting to be right is coming from your ego self. Let that ego self shit go. I feel like you really only need your ego when people are talking down on you and disrespecting you. If nobody talking down on you and disrespecting you, fuck the ego. Fuck the ego. Live in your spiritual. Your spiritual is your most high. It's positive. It's happy. It's confident without being cocky. Your ego is cocky. It's arrogant. It's loud. It's boastful. It's with the intentions to shit on people and making people feel like shit. That's your ego talking. And that's when you just want to be right. You always got to be right. And you're not going to be right all the fucking time. And you're going to drive yourself crazy and everybody around you crazy when you want to be right all the fucking time. Don't nobody want to be with or be around anybody that always wants to be right and can't see the other side of the fucking glass. It's annoying. It's bitchy, like it's egotistic, like you're an asshole. Nobody wants to be around a fucking asshole. So ask yourself before you be an asshole, do I want to be right or do I want to be happy? Let everybody around you be happy. Be fucking happy. Let that shit go. It's not that deep, fam. It's not that fucking serious. You don't have to make a big deal out of this shit. Either eat the food or no. You make spaghetti and you don't like spaghetti, eat the spaghetti or fucking don't. Do you want to be right? Do you want to be happy? It's not that deep.